Welcome friends. If today is your first visit, please stick around and look at all our videos. I'm sure you will find something that you will enjoy or may be able to use. If this is not your first visit but you have not subscribed, please subscribe to our channels. If it is your birthday, happy birthday. As we said earlier, today is our last episode of 2017 and we had a build in mind, but it is unbelievably cold where we live and our garage is just above freezing, not by much, right?
Right.
And as you will see, our methods of heating the garage that worked very well last winter because it was not that cold simply are not enough for this year. So today, instead of doing a build, because really we can't, it's too cold outside, we're going to find a way that heat our garage that it is reasonably economical and quick. So we are going to show you how we decided to heat our garage. Stick around. Welcome friends to the last episode of the year. Yes, it is the last episode of the year for the Everyone Can Do It Yourself channel. It is negative windshields outside, very, very, very cold, and I hope that our garage is warm enough for us to do a little bit of work. So let's go out there and start the project. So our garage is really not very warm at all. It is 34.7 degrees out here. Definitely not very comfortable to work. What do you think?
Not for longer than a minute or two, no.
So we need to find a solution to this. So let's go back inside. So that's better. I'm all winterized and ready for the project. But wait. I really don't have the dexterity to cut things. So how are we going to do that, Elpida?
I think you need to find another solution.
Well, we have a heater here. Let's turn it on. That thing is 38 degrees. So much warmer, right?
Sure.
Oh, it's dropping.
Yeah, I was going to say, it wasn't that warm.
It isn't, it's still 34. Well, let's see if that will make any difference that we can work without the NASA suit on. Because while this is warm, I simply cannot do much work. It weighs quite a lot of weight. It weighs quite a lot and really.
Well, the thermometer is 35.7. It was 34.7, but that is still reading 34.
Okay, put the thermometer so that make very small in case that still is uncomfortable. I mean, record it.
I'm recording now.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. So that generates about 111 degrees, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But because of its size, I don't know how many BTUs it is, but clearly it's not generating as much as we need, right?
Right.
So where is Mr. Buddy? Okay, just it out over there.
It's there.
I'm not going to open it without blowing it first. It doesn't really want to clean up. Let me see, where we have a blowing for the...
Go.
Since we've not used the gas body for the season, I want to make sure that there are no particles in it that are combustible. But we do have 2 brand new bottles. But don't want to open. If you happen to have a big body, I don't know if you can zoom here, there is a quick connect fitting too that you can actually connect to a big propane tank with an optional hose. We have not done this for this heater, but it is definitely an option. Now, one of the negative parts of the electrical heater, and already happened off camera, is that it blows the fuses very easily. I turned on my compressor so I will be able to clean the Mr. Body, and of course almost immediately it blew the fuse. So for the workshop, even if the electrical heater worked, for most home heaters you really won't have the necessary power wattage wise to safely operate, right?
Right.
Now I don't have batteries for this, and it is not really critical, but if you are interested in buying a Mr. Body, the batteries make a lot of sense. But for our application, we just want to see if you can make any difference in our heat in this garage. I'm just taking off everything so I can put the Mr. Body here. This down here. Well, that's the way to do it, right?
Sure. Didn't you say you needed batteries?
No, you need batteries for the fan. You don't need batteries for and I can see it making a flame. See?
Mm-hmm.
It almost stayed there. Well, we're getting there. You feel the heat?
Mm-hmm.
So this is definitely already warmer than the other one, right?
Yeah.
And again, last year, this provided the heat we needed, don't you think?
Yeah.
We really didn't need anything more. Let me turn the light off so you can see. Turn the light off so you can see the relevance of it.
You can see it from here right now.
I know. Wait until I get the light.
Okay.
Cool, huh?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be not as red as last year.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Last year was like, or maybe take some time to get over it. Definitely it's getting substantially hotter than the electric one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's getting nicer now.
Okay.
I mean, we can put it up there if you want to see, but right by the heater, that's the point, even right by that heater was not making more than 1 or 2 difference. This seems to be making a difference, but we'll come in a few minutes and see.
Okay.
As you can see, the temperatures outside continue falling. It is 19 degrees and the wind chill, according to the weather people, is -1. So it is really, really cold. And as it gets colder, of course, it's getting harder for our garage to get heated. So we went out and purchased a propane heater, 30,000, 60,000 BTU, that will be sufficient for our garage. And we're going to do a small unboxing now. Maybe. I guess yes, I need to cut. Everything else fails, use force. There is the heater, and it is not extremely large. Again, we want it for our garage. There are much bigger heaters than this, but I think for our purposes this is the right size. And of course we'll know for sure next week when we actually do our first project using this heater, right? Let me start the handle.
The only assembly you need to make is the handle. You always want to talk before it's ready to go.
That's okay, people like to listen to your voice.
Why?
Because girl.
Right. I'm very mysterious.
Huh?
I said I'm very mysterious off camera.
You are. No one has seen your face.
That's good.
It's not good for them.
It's good for me. You never know, maybe good for them.
It is not good for them. So literally you are ready with this within a few moments. And it is not very heavy at all. Make sure to tighten this correctly so they won't fall. So it comes with a regulator and a hose, and that connects to a standard propane tank. And then of course, yeah, this is not very heavy. Try and lift it and see.
No. And I do want to say we're going to have some challenges here because it says you need to have a 6 feet clearance from the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, our little garage workspace will make that a little challenging.
Well, I think the idea is though to
Keep you from frying yourself, I know.
fire it up, bring the temperature up, and then we can use the mister body
To maintain the
to
temperature.
maintain the temperature. I mean,
Okay.
the difficulty that has is to bring the temperature up. I think this, plus
will do
this, well, from what I've heard, is fairly loud. So
Even though it says quiet.
it's supposed to be 50% quieter than similar units, but that doesn't mean
Quiet burner technology, it says.
right.
Okay.
Everything is relevant, right?
Relative.
Relative. As you see, here is 50% quieter. So 50% quieter than what?
Right.
And here you can see you can use 20, 40 or 100 pound
Okay.
cylinder tanks. We have 20s, we don't have anything bigger. And on full, at 60,000 BTUs, a 20-pound tank will last 7 hours, or a 30,000 BTUs 14 hours. So that's a pretty good runtime, right?
So the Buddy did make a little bit of difference. This is now reading 38.9, and this is right next to the garage door, which would be part of the coldest area of the garage because it's not very sealed. Even though it is insulated, there's still a lot of air that comes around. So that's the
Like a grill, this actually threads inside, not outside. And I try to remember if it has normal or reverse threads. So this is a reverse thread, and to avoid leaks you need to, it doesn't have to be extremely tight, it is a brass fitting, but
brass.
Huh?
Brass.
That's what I said.
I know, but it sounds like brush, so I was just clarifying. It is a brass fitting.
Alright. And then it has a quick connect in the back. Who did this? And that goes here. I guess it's not a quick connect, it's also a, what you call it?
Threaded.
Should I give it a little bit of...
A little bit.
Alright. Should we put the tank in the trolley?
I think everything should be on the floor. But we've got to have that clearance, remember?
That is not 6 feet?
No, that is not 6 feet.
Okay, I'll turn it over to you.
You're
It
nuts.
doesn't suit flames.
You're nuts.
And we're not sure this will work because we're not sure. This is a very low, if not completely empty tank, so if it doesn't work, it's not the fault of the heater.
Why are you blowing it right at me? Okay.
Because you need to be taking care.
I can see in the thing. I'm the camera person, remember? Is the tank open?
You see a flame there? Another flame there.
No.
that.
Did you open it?
Oh. No.
That might help to find out if there's any in it.
Yeah.
There you go. Got flamage.
You?
Not a lot, but we got some.
What?
We have some.
Not much?
I don't know what it's supposed to have, but there's some
No,
in
it's
there.
supposed to have more. That less there? So
Okay.
yes, our tank doesn't have a lot of fuel, but you can see the general idea.
Don't put your hand in front of it. Crazy?
It doesn't have a lot of. If we go and fill in the tank, we'll come back and show it to you in full operation, right?
Sure.
I mean, that's lukewarm, but it just doesn't have enough.
It does have a very powerful blower though, because I can feel the breeze all the way over here.
Yeah, it has a strong fan.
And it fired up immediately, so two
And
positives.
the way, I mean, we can show all the functions. The way you're supposed to close it, to turn it off, is turn the gas off.
Yeah. And when you turn the gas off, it stops the feed and
And
burns
then
everything.
you let it run for a while so it can purge
Purge the line.
the line. About 15 seconds. You think we're good? So this is our solution for our garage. I think it's going to work very well, even though without having a full tank, we cannot feel. You can see it operational, and I mean, I can feel the heat and.
Oh yeah, I can hear too. It's nice.
Can you feel it?
Yeah.
So we think that would be a win. It is a little louder than I would have liked it, even though it's supposed to be the quiet model. What do you think?
Yeah, but as long as you're not using it non-stop, it shouldn't be prohibitive.
And even though it uses electricity, the electricity is only for the
fan.
So you do not need. I've been freezing.
I
You do
know.
not need to worry about that. Let's see. It's already max. Okay, no.
It's very inconsistent.
Because I move.
Yeah, but even I'm back about 4.5, 5 feet from the device, and it's a very nice warmth. Now it's a lot of air, which I don't enjoy on my face, but it's warm.
And here 777 was the highest it hit. So that's really good. And look at that, 40.2
Yeah,
in literally less than a minute.
that's nice.
Should we let it run until it runs out the gas?
Yes.
I mean, we don't have to. So as you can see, the temperature rises fairly quickly. Look at that. This is not sped up, this is actual time, and how far away you think the thermometer is from the heater?
About 7 feet.
And we're at 42.6 already. And we are in the coldest part of the garage by the doors where the most drafts are, right? Where the
You showed them that.
okay, good. And you can see a very nice glow. I am impressed with this heater. How you feel?
Yeah, nice. My hands are cold.
I know,
It's cold out here.
but it is getting much warmer, right?
Already 43.5 on the thermometer.
That's amazing. I probably gave them whiplash.
I'm not the videographer.
Look how fast this is going up.
I know. Even back here where it's not going into, it's chill, but it's not as cold in the house.
And as you can see, we continue. I mean, look how fast. And look how close we are to the door. So we are in the coldest part of the garage right now. And our temperatures continue rising very rapidly, as you can see. I'm actually very comfortable right now in the garage. We are quickly approaching 50 degrees, and I don't think we have had the heater on for more than 5 minutes. So friends, we have the heater running about 10-15 minutes now, and believe it or not, it is actually cool to the touch. Not warm, cool. Actually, if you put your hand on, you're going to feel a little bit cold. It is really impressive, the design of this little machine. What do you think, Elpida? I mean, Elpida tested too.
Yeah, I was very impressed. I thought it would at least be warm, but it's not at all.
And we are not running actually at full speed. This is at 30,000 BTUs. Primarily because our tank is mostly empty and we cannot give it all the gas that it requires to go to 60,000. We were actually convinced that it would be off by now, right?
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be running this long.
Because this tank does not run our grill.
Right.
It doesn't like it at all. So we were getting ready to go out and buy and fill the tank just to film this, but I am very, very impressed.
And here we go.
10 minutes
60 degrees.
from 34 degrees to 60, right?
Yeah, well, I still think it's more like
And
15.
is it going up?
Yeah, it just went up to 60, now it's going 60.1.
Yeah,
So-
I'm very amazed at how fast this is, and really in the whole garage you feel more comfortable, but anywhere in front of it you almost feel warm.
The only thing I will say though is the floor, because it's concrete, still quite cold, even with boots on.
Well, we have those things.
Yeah,
Those
so
things.
we have
Might
some
be-
mats we may have to put down to help with that insulation part, but otherwise the room temperature is getting nicer.
We could put it on the floor too, if it heat rises.
I know.
Yes. Alright friends, thank you for joining us. We apologize for not having a project today, but I think you can see even my breath, right?
Yeah.
The garage here is very, very cold, and I think this will be our solution. And what we plan to do is to combine this with the big body, bring this to temperature. Once everything around it is in temperature, the big body should be able to maintain it. And everything that I've read is that for a 3-car garage like ours, and we have a divider here that will provide us a little more efficiency in the part that we work, it takes about 5 to 10 minutes to warm it to 70 degrees, which will be warm even for you, right?
It will be comfortable for me.
It's warm, woman, 70 degrees.
It's comfortable.
So this is the Mr. Heater 30 to 60,000 BTU heater. We purchased it for $99 and some change, right?
Yeah,
And they had another one that was $89 if I'm not mistaken,
right.
but it was only 30,000 BTUs, and it just to me seemed that for $10 more it's worth to buy the more I don't want to say efficient, but the higher
Powerful.
BTU, more powerful. I hope you all had a great 2017, and I want to extend to you all a happy 2018. Elpida, you have to talk now. We need to make some wishes for our viewers.
Happy holidays, Happy New Year.
Thank you for watching and supporting our channel. Again, I'm sorry I didn't have a build for you this weekend, but again, I can see my own breath in the garage, and simply was not an environment that, believe it or not, heat is a matter of safety. If you're not warm, you hurry up and you're more likely to make mistakes.
Well, plus you can't feel your fingers, in which
Right.
case you might make...
So having a warm soap is a safe thing. You need to have a warm soap in order to be safe and feel comfortable and do your craft. So this is our last video for 2017. You guys take care.